As we continue our Bible reading, our daily Bible reading, we are in Acts chapter 26. I like Paul and the fact that he was able to talk about his past. I think talking about our past is very challenging. We certainly don't gloat or are proud of the sins that we have committed. And yet it still can be challenging to talk about our past and to share with others some of the horrendous things that we have done as well. Now that we are Christians, we understand how bad those things really were and how God viewed many of our actions. And yet that's what we find Paul doing here as he's talking to King Agrippa. He said in verse number 9, he said, "So then I thought to myself that I had to do many things hostile to the name of Jesus of Nazareth. And this is just what I did in Jerusalem. Not only did I lock up many of the saints in prisons." So think about that. This goes all the way back to our Bible reading in Acts, at the end of Acts chapter 7, Acts chapter 8, and Acts chapter 9. He said that I locked up many of the saints in prison, having received authority from the chief priest, but also when they were being put to death, I cast my vote against them. And as I punished them often in all the synagogues. So people would be able to see clearly the change in the Apostle Paul's life because he was going into the synagogues to persecute the Christians. He said in verse 11, I tried to force them to blaspheme. Think about that. So this pressure of forcing God's people to blaspheme and being furiously enraged at them, I kept pursuing them even to foreign cities. It's just fascinating now seeing the whole picture of Paul, how he kept going into the synagogues, but after being converted to Jesus, he's going in proclaiming Jesus is the Christ. And now after being converted to Jesus, he has other Jewish men pursuing him from city to city. So you just see this great change that took place. You see Paul sharing, and no doubt, being embarrassed about what the things that he had done, but he's laying it all out of this conversion that took place as he came to understand who Jesus is, the Christ, the Son of the living God. So some interesting thoughts in here for us to think about and to see this journey that the Apostle Paul has been on. I hope this helps. Talk to you later. Take care, and God bless.